Welcome back to Prime News on HLN. Sad news report. It's not official, but it looks like little Shaniya Davis's body has been found 7 miles from the hotel where we last saw hotel surveillance footage of her. We're taking calls. 1-877-TEL-HLN's the number. Judy's with us in Florida. Hi, Judy. Your thoughts here?
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Mike. I'm really curious to know why, if she was captured on video surveillance going into the hotel, there was no surveillance ever leaving or being taken out.
Great question. Let's go to Michelle Sagona with that. As we look at that little, it just breaks my heart to see that footage of her. It's a little 5-year-old curled up and even trusting Mario McNeil at that point, her little hand on his arm. Gosh. Michelle, what about that? Is there any surveillance ever coming out?
Here's what's interesting is that when investigators got the call last Wednesday evening, they did in fact go to the hotel. They sat down. It took them a little while to break the surveillance code. Evidently, every surveillance that is taken, in different hotels or liquor stores or wherever, there's a code that you have to get in. So they had a hard time, investigators did, at first getting in. But once they got in, they were able to review all the surveillance stills, and they only released certain still photographs out to the public, and these are the ones that they've shown. So they're keeping close to the vest, exactly, if there was surveillance of her walking out, if she did in fact get into a car, where she was placed, things like that.
John Lusich, what do you think that there's a gold mine of information from surveillance after this, where we see Shaniya leaving? Do you think that they have that?
Oh, absolutely. They definitely have it, because if they have the video preceding that, they have to have the video after that, because that's going to be the newest stuff in. I think there is going to be a treasure trove of information in there about especially what this little girl looked like, what her condition was when she left that hotel, especially if this little girl seemed to be limp and maybe even passed away at that time. They'll have that entire condition and how this little girl came in, especially if she may have been wrapped in something on her way out. All indications that were not good. So, yeah, they have it, and they're holding it to close to their vest for a reason.
Right. Let's listen to the father now. This is Bradley Lockhart, and from our understanding, he had custody of little Shaniya just a few months ago. And obviously the question is, well, why would you let Antoinette take over custody? Let's listen.
Of course, I had some reserves. However, she had been trying. I know that she had been working for at least 6 months, and she had been trying to get her life back on track, and she said she had just recently got her own place, so I was wanting to give her a chance. She had asked if she could be a mother, and I felt that she was sincere in asking, and I figured to give her a chance.
Again, Bradley Lockhart, little Shaniya's father on the CBS Early Show. Here's a Facebook comment from Sherry writing this. Her poor father, who allowed the little girl to stay with the mom last month so she could have a chance to be a mother. The guilt he must feel and live with. Very sad. He and the little girl are in my prayers. Well put, Sherry. Michelle, is it that simple that he wanted to just give her a chance to be a mom, and that's how she ended up with custody here over the last month or so?
I spoke with Bradley late last night, and that does appear to be the case. From what he told me was that for the last 5 years, he's been the primary child care provider for his daughter, and that when she was dropped off at Antoinette's residence on October 9th, his sister was the one that actually dropped her off, because he was in Portland working at the time. He's a contractor. Sometimes he has to travel. And when Antoinette, it was at the end of the weekend, and she was supposed to be picked up, Shaniya that is, and she had asked if she could keep her daughter for a little while longer, and he didn't see a problem with it at the time, because she did have a job, she did have a place to live. It appeared that everything was moving in a good direction, so he wanted to give her the chance to be a mom.
Wow. Let me read one more Facebook comment before we go, guys. This is from Candace writing this. This is so awful. The mother in this case is a sorry excuse for a woman. How on earth can you do this to an innocent, sweet, beautiful child who had so much more living to do? We'll leave it there. Michelle, John, Eric, we appreciate it. Coming up, an equally disturbing story, allegations of...
Apparently, the first part of this show did not record, even though I have it right from the beginning, so they must have been on air previous to 5 o'clock. I don't know what happened to it. Sorry, guys.